Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the place where we talk all things records. So today I'm going to be talking to you about sort of record storage and maintenance and how to keep them in good shape. So firstly, as you can see, I'll talk about sort of storage. I've got some, sorry, I'll try and get the brightness. Hopefully you can see here I've got some sort of shelving, which I've got like here, it's solid shelving. You're going to want some solid shelves because you can't have sort of a weak shelf, otherwise over time the weight of the records will sort of push down. If it's all you've got, then it's fine, but at some point you might want to upgrade just to avoid sort of damaging the records further if it collapses. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Secondly, you'll see that I have them stacked vertically and sort of no sort of leaning too much this way. You might want a tiny bit of lean just to stop them from falling that way, but you want them up that way so that they don't get warped, because if you have too much of lean that way, the one at this sort of the end will get really warped. Well, not really warped, but it can over time sort of make it bend. And I've got a couple of records here to demonstrate. You want them, like I said, so just a couple random ones. You want them up that way. What you don't want to do is, say my hand's like a table. You don't want to have them stacked up like this, like just flat, horizontally, sorry. You don't want them stacked like that for a long period of time. It's okay for like maybe an hour or so, but over a long period of time, I'm talking about weeks, if you put too many on top, the one on the bottom can warp. So always stack them vertically and with as little lean as possible. What you will also want to maybe invest in, and I've mentioned these in some of my other videos, is these clear sort of plastic sleeves. Because what these will do is just prevent the sleeves from getting any sort of rubbing marks on it and dust and marks and stuff. So here I've got the copy of the Rolling Stones 1976 album, Black and Blue, which is in great condition, but the main thing I'm talking about is, like, see, for example, up there you've got like sort of marks and stuff, and if you keep them in sleeves, it just helps prevent it. So if you look on Amazon, you can find many different sort of brands and styles and that sort of thing. So if I just demonstrate here, might be a bit difficult, but try to see here, just get the record, and it just sort of slides on. And now, of course, and when you hold it, it will stop sort of any fingerprints getting on the sleeve. And if you've got multiple records and they sort of rub against each other, but they've got these on, it's fine, because it's just the plastic on the plastic, not the card on the card. So it will just help keep it nice and protected. One other thing is as you start to build more of a collection, you'll notice that over time dust can accumulate, both on your turntable, stylus, and on your records. So you'll want to invest in one of these. I'll try and get it in focus. Now, like with the sleeves, there's many different brands. This just happens to be out of a sort of little box set that I got. It's just a little brush, as you can see there. It's got some carbon fibre things on the end. What this is, of course, is so I'll try and get that in the lights. You just brush the stylus very gently, back to front, never front sort of to back. You'll just want to brush it very gently to try and remove some of the dust particles. And you can also get like liquid cleaners, which can be good because they'll actually dissolve the particles, but this is good for getting sort of big dust balls off. I'll try and, so it just looks like that. You can get many different sort of styles and brands, but this is a good investment. Another brush you'll want to take a look at is one of these, which is like a record sort of cleaning brush, I guess. This is only really for sort of surface dust and stuff. But if you've got a record that's got like quite a lot of static and collects dust every time, you want to take a look at this. So they all pretty much follow this design. There's like little handle flips up there. So there we are. Little handle flips up, and you've got sort of two brushes here. You've got two brushes here. Hopefully you can see that way. You've got two brushes. You lightly hold it on the record, and all the dust collects up. And then you sort of brush it off with the handle. What I do is after it's, sorry, I'll get this brightness back. There we are. What I do afterwards is I just do that a couple of times, and it will get rid of all the dust, and it will just brush it off. It will you may want to sort of clean inside the brush a bit, just to sort of prevent any building up too much, but this is important because it will prevent this dust from your records going on your stylus. So there are just a few small tips in keeping your records in good shape and in good form, and I'll be doing a video soon on record cleaning. using a spin clean type machine. So hopefully you'll stay for that one, and see you soon. Bye.